Okay, let's get into this. We're doing a deep dive today into something that's really shaking up video infrastructure.
It really is.
We're not just talking about a new box. We're talking about how these massive power-guzzling cable head ends are, well, shrinking into something you could literally hold in one hand.
And our focus today is a perfect example of that, the Thor Broadcast H-HDPerformux-8 encoder.
Right. So what's the mission statement for a piece of tech like this?
It's all about density and efficiency, pure and simple. We're looking at a single 1RU unit that's just one rack unit, tiny, that can handle 8 HDMI channels and encode them to IP.
And the chassis itself can go even higher, right?
Oh yeah, the chassis design can scale all the way up to 24 HDMI inputs in one little box.
That density alone just completely changes the math for an installation.
Yeah.
And it feels professional from the ground up. I mean, it's all managed through a web GUI.
And critically, it comes with free tech support from their lab in LA. This isn't some consumer toy you're on your own with. It's professional gear with real backup.
Exactly. So let's talk specs, the power.
Well, you've got this one unit, and it all feeds into a single 1 gigabit output. That alone, a single GIG output, simplifies your whole wiring plant dramatically.
Standard protocols, I assume.
Yep, UDP and RTP, the stuff everyone uses. But here's something I think is really smart.
Yep.
It also has a dedicated ASI output.
Ah, so it's not just for new all-IP builds. It can talk to older systems.
It bridges the gap perfectly. That ASI output mirrors the main transport stream, so you can feed this modern IP source directly into legacy gear, like a QAM modulator or an old satellite system. It's a really smooth transition path.
Okay, so let's dig into the base model first, the H.264 version. What are we seeing on the video side?
It takes a full 1080p 60 signal on the input, which is great. The output, though, is capped at 1080p 30 using standard MPEG-4, H.264 encoding.
1080p 30. Is that a potential bottleneck? Are we kind of forcing a legacy frame rate on people?
It's a trade-off. For a lot of broadcast scenarios, 1080p 30 is perfectly fine, and it keeps the cost down. Plus, you get a lot of control over the bit rate, anywhere from 1 to 13 megabits per channel.
And the audio.
Standard MPEG-1 Layer II. Again, it's built to be reliable and widely compatible on a budget.
But this is where it stops being just an encoder and starts acting like a full head and right, the control features.
Absolutely. This is the aha moment. You can do insertions, logos, QR codes, on-screen text, but the real power is in the back-end editing.
What do you mean by that?
You can edit the PSSI information. That's all the metadata that tells the TV what channel it's watching, the program guide info, all of that.
Okay, that's useful.
But more importantly, you can do PID remapping, up to 180 PIDs per channel.
So wait, you're saying you can completely remap the channel lineup inside the encoder itself?
Precisely. You eliminate the need for other really complex processors downstream. You control everything right at the source. That's the game changer.
Wow. Okay, so that's the base. But let's move to the newer model. The Thor Performux plus MOS. That's where things get really interesting.
Right, because this is where the operational efficiency just skyrockets. The single biggest change is the move to H.265 HEVC encoding.
And the numbers on that are just staggering. The source material claims it can save up to 75% of the bandwidth compared to H.264.
75%. I mean, just stop and think about that. If you're paying for data transit, that translates into massive immediate savings on your operational costs.
And it solves that frame rate issue we talked about?
It does. The Plus model supports output up to 1080p 60s, so you get the full, modern, fluid viewing experience.
Yeah, they're big upgrades.
A few key ones. It adds support for the RTSP protocol, which gives you more streaming flexibility. And the audio gets a huge bump. You go from basic Layer 2 to options like AAC and, my favorite, AC3 passthrough.
Meaning you can pass the original surround soundtrack all the way through.
Untouched, right to the viewer's home theater system.
So we have two really strong options. The base model, the H-HDPerformux-8, is around $4,000. It's a solid, dense solution.
So for you, the person listening, what this really means is you're looking at a solution with an incredible